Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more Skyrim. This is an exciting episode because there's a surprise in it for both you watching and for Mala. Mala doesn't know what's coming up around the corner here, and I can't wait to tell her, and I can't wait to show you guys this fun new tool I've found and this great mod. And so let's jump right into the story. Mala was complaining, as usual, all the way up the 7,000 steps. You can see her head is bowed here, bowed, anyway. And Inigo is trying,
smells like manure,
as usual, to cheer her up with interesting comments about manure. But Mala, I just wanted to tell you, I am not interested in hearing it. Mala, don't be rude. Right off the bat, you're totally blowing my secret. Okay, Mala, listen. I know you're totally upset about having to go up and down this mountain, and it's freezing, and waltzing all around Skyrim, and even though you have your wonderful horse, Beauty, and Inigo's horse who's named Beast, I love that, I know you're kind of irritated, so I have taken time to get you a surprise. Really?
This animal is grateful that I do not weigh very much.
Yes, really. So, I want you to just take a gander as we come up around. I am freezing, so I hope I can take this gander quickly. Mala, I'll tell you, sometimes you're a pain in the butt. Yes, but if you were out here, you would be a pain in the butt as well, too. What is that? What is that thing floating above this building here? Mala, that is... Joran, cut it out. Mala, that is your surprise! 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 Hey, look, Mala, see, the sun is shining through it and everything. Yes, but what is it that is shining through? You have gotten me a great big balloon? No, Mala, I haven't gotten you a great big balloon. I've gotten you an airship. An airship? You mean so that it can fly? Do you mean so that, is it big enough to keep Joran from bumping it in the backside? I don't know, Mala. I don't think anything's big enough to stop Joran from bumping it. Joran spends a lot of time up either your backside, your horse's backside, and if he could, my backside. But Mala, look, I got you an airship. You can fly it. You don't have to rely on going around on the ground anymore. Let me see. You mean that thing up there is mine? Yes, Mala, it's yours. And Inigo's.
Is it just me, or is the sky bigger here?
Inigo, we are about to find out in our very own airship. Oh, this is wonderful. Let's go up immediately and see it. But Mala, remember, we're here to talk to the Greybeards. I don't care. So you guys won't believe this, but I honestly, roleplay to the extent that I really don't know what Mala's gonna do until it comes out of my mouth. And I guess a kind of a channeling or something. I don't really know. I was talking to my husband about it today. And when I was telling about the airship and how I imagined that Mala might, reply to it. And he said, you really don't know what she's going to say until she says it. I said, not really. I have a vague idea because I know her, but, she's another human being. She's nothing like me. So here we go, Mala. I don't know what to say. This is amazing. This is... How did you do this, Guardian Angel? Well, magic. I did it by magic, Mala. I have a guardian agent talent. It's called, killing a bunch of Thalmor, where this was parked in Solitude, and, bringing it here to surprise you. And that's basically how I did it. So you can go up, in this and fly it. Yes, let's go see it. Okay, I want to see it. I don't think I will be able to fly this, though. It's too big for me. Well, Mala, airships don't work like that, where it's, where it's too big for you. Anyone can fly it. Inigo is going to be your wingman.
What is on your mind?
Let's see if Inigo has anything to say. Probably not. Nope. He hasn't got
What's next?
Well, it looks like flying this thing is next. And
this air is pure and clean.
And that was the call to bring Joran up. So, Mala, I'd like to tell the viewers a little bit about this wonderful ship. Well, please, I will look around while you're doing so.
It is beautiful here.
Yes, it is. I feel a little bit overwhelmed by all of this. Do you know what this means, Guardian Angel? No, what does it mean, Mala? It means that I will be able to fly among the dragons. I will be able to fly. Inigo! I will be able to fly among the dragons! Oh my goodness! This is a wonderful moment. I will be able to fly in my own... Oh, thank you, Guardian Angel. Thank you so much. Well, Mala, I don't think you've ever thanked me for anything in your entire life. Well, I will not make it a habit, but thank you for this. Okay, Mala. So I think we ought to go down and talk to the Grey Bears, but first, Mala, let's take a look at your airship. So this is a mod that is called,
For miles. This air is invigorating.
It's wonderful. His comments are all matching the airship. And I'm pretty sure that Gary did not intend that. Gary is the mod creator of Inigo. Which, by the way, Gary, if you're watching this, because he does watch these episodes sometimes, and if you're watching this, Gary, congratulations on getting Mod of the Year. Winning Mod of the Year. I forget which... a big PC magazine gave it to him. Wonderful. Inigo won Mod of the Year. Fantastic. And as far as I'm concerned, well deserved. So anyway, this is an airship that I have been trying to figure out how to deal with a couple of problems I was finding that we were having in Mala's playthrough. And one of them was that in Skyrim, a lot of the quests require you to go back and forth across the land. And I was always working on ways to make that travel time interesting without fast traveling, which I just don't want to do that at all. There's a lot to discover in the world, but on the other hand,
back in the day. Forgive me if I sometimes repeat myself.
The solution, which is horses, which would make that travel time a little bit more interesting, I was unable to find a way to make myself feel okay about you, the viewer, looking at the back of Mala's horse for, several minutes while we traveled from place to place. 10 or 15 minutes looking at the back of a bouncing horse behind just did not appeal to me. So, and I'm pretty sure it probably doesn't appeal to you either. So, I finally had heard about this airship, of course. It's a very popular mod, but it had a couple problems which kept me from trying it out. And the number one problem being that you could not take it to other world spaces. In other words, you couldn't take it to Solstheim for the DLC. You couldn't take it to Falskar for that mod.
But it is beautiful.
So, that was a big problem, and I didn't want to leave the airship behind and be stuck back with a horse. Well, in some of the newer versions, and this mod is being updated all the time, I really want to thank the mod authors for this great great job that they're doing. They keep up on the comments. They upgrade all the time. Take care of little bugs and errors. Very, very good job that they are both doing. There's 2 people working on it. Anyway, so let's go down here into the hold, and I'll show you some of the neat things that features here. So anyway, I gave this mod a try through yesterday's, giving it a lot of testing, and it also has a lot of options, which I'll show you as well too. But after it took a little bit of time, to be honest, to get used to flying it. But after I figured out how to fly it, I was hooked. So let me give you a quick tour of Mala's new home. This is single bed. This is my only complaint. I do wish, well, it's not really a complaint, but I do wish there would be a bed for Inigo. But the way I'm role playing this out is very simple. That when Mala's flying it, Inigo would be sleeping below, and they'll just trade off places. I could also try and come up with like a little sleeping bag arrangement right here. That could do as well too. There's an alchemy lab and an enchanting station. A lot of named storage as well too. And this lever allows you to put things in the storage chest and have it automatically be sorted where it goes in the ship. So the keys will go to this storage area, books would go to this storage area, etc. There are 3 options, and this is one of the simpler options for the interior. And over here is a crafting area, storage for crafting, I should say. But there's no place to craft in this version of it. But I do like this version a lot more than... I'm trying to move the camera more gently. I tend to be prone to motion sickness, and I take pity on those who are as well too, who are watching this. In any case, there's an enchanting station, and there's a desk, and there, so it's very compact. And the reason why I chose this one is because it seems to fit Mala as well too. Now let me show you some of the interiors, and I'm going to have Inigo wait up here so he's not popping in and out of the interior all the time. So I'm going to tell him to relax, and Joran, I'm going to tell him to wait here. Even though he doesn't like doing that, but I'm going to do it anyway. So in the MCM menu over here, there are different ways that you can fly the ship, but what I want to show you are the different interiors. This is the original interior which we are using, and then there's the full interior, and I'll show you why I don't like it. Although we'll see if I can find a workaround, because it is, of course, much more... it has everything you could possibly need, including the thing that Mala is absolutely a must-have for her, is a bathtub. So this is the full interior, and with the mod you can just kind of change it in and out. It is got kind of a sitting area here, place for your weapons, your own bedroom here. Lots and lots and lots of storage. And once again, it does have the named storage as well too. Dining area. Enchantment, alchemy, tanning rack, that kind of stuff. In here, I love this part. There's the captain's quarters, complete with a map. And you can select your destination, which I have not tried. I don't believe that's working right now. I think he's working on a different method. That's what I read. But anyway, it's got a way to track among the stars and that sort of thing. It's really neat. And then over here is just a bookshelf, book area, library, another area. A lot of room. Down here is where it gets pretty interesting. In this hatch down here. And I love this. It has a full kitchen. Over here you can use the cooking pot. Look at that, on a Dwemer stove. That's cool. Once again, more named storage, so everything you have would go where it needs to go. Back here, very unique weapon rack for display. Very nicely done. And then, a bathroom! So the captain of the ship can take her bath and use the latrine services. Back here is some sleeping for Inigo and any other followers that she might have. There's a grindstone here, more weapon storage. And then back here is really neat, is the, there's a workbench. And this is basically the engine room, which is just great fun. And a smelter, very well done. The only reason why I'm not going for this one right now is, and I'm going to try this, is very simple. I'm very noise sensitive, and that constant noise in the background is a little bit difficult for me of the engine room. That's the only reason, to be absolutely honest. So I was wondering if closing the doors might help. And also, Mala is not too much on the Dwemer. Oh, that's cool. You can even turn the valves. Well done. Mala's not too much on the Dwemer, technology. That's just not her thing. And the constant noise in the background, I felt may not only be difficult for me, but would also be very difficult for you, the listener. That constant Dwemer thing in the background just drives me nuts. So that's why I went with the original interior. But I'll leave you to play with the mod and see the dark interior. There's one other interior which is very nice, very dark, somewhat sinister. And then there's also different looks for the, and I'll show you as well too, different looks for the outer part of the ship as well too. Over here, I'm going to put it back on original exterior. And then I'm going to go for the dark version of the ship. And you can just change it right on the fly. And then, boom, I'll go down here to the bottom to the ladder here. The ladder allows you to, there's two ways to get off the ship. One is the ladder here, which we just used. And then the other is a plank, which I have just started learning how to fly this thing, so I haven't really gotten very good at being able to get down to be able to use the plank to fly it. This is the outer exterior, which I wasn't sure how Mala would feel about it, because she is such a soft spot for dragons, despite the fact that they're always trying to kill her. So I felt that she might not want to have a dead dragon on her ship like this. It doesn't really, it's not her style, to be absolutely honest. So I'm going for the original look, which I know is probably going to be the unpopular choice because so many people like that cool dragon, exterior. The armed look is just the dark exterior with cannons on it, which you can actually shoot, which Mala will do at some point. But anyway, that just changes it right back, and that just seems to be more Mala's style. She's a little bit more of a, I was going to say a bright and happy person. I wouldn't say that. But she's definitely not. Who doesn't like the idea of having a dragon skeleton on her ship. That's not her thing. So in any case, that is the ship. We're going to be trying it by getting back on it as soon as we can. But first of all, we have some things to do here at High Hrothgar. And that is, we're here to talk to Arngeir. We need to find a shout to defeat Alduin. The Greybeards may know the shout or tell Mala how she can learn it. But first of all, Mala, what do you think of your airship? I think I will have to save my opinion until I try and fly it. If we do not go flying off to our death, then I think I might enjoy it. I am unsure. I will admit that being on the ship is very comfortable, and I don't feel like I'm going to fall off. I have fallen several times before, and I don't like bridges. I know that, Mala. I know you do not like bridges. Mala has fallen off of several bridges in Season 1, and as a result, she has a slight fear of narrow bridges and that kind of stuff. But she doesn't seem to be having too much fear of the airship. Let's find Arngeir. I wonder where he could be. I'm going to take my cloak, my hood down. and greet him with a little bit more politeness. There we go. Angir? What time is it? Mala, it's about midday, early midday. Oh, so they would not be sleeping, I take it. Ah. Hello. Oh no, you are Wolfgar. Hello, Wolfgar. Have you seen Angir about? I will keep an eye out for him. But good to know that you all are home. Ah, and here's another. Bori. Hello. A good day to you. And Einarth. But I see not Angir nearby. Well, at least for once they are not meditating. It's good to know that they actually stop and eat lunch. Oh, Angir. Blessings.
Sky above, voice within.
As to you? Oh, and by the way, I'm sure you saw it, but there's a wonderful airship outside for me. Perhaps you might consider going for a ride. No? Oh, okay, some other time. I have need of the Greybeards. I need to learn the shout, whatever it is, that was used to defeat Alduin. I saw it on Alduin's wall.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
As I mentioned, it was recorded. I was talking to no one. I was looking with my eyes. It's recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
I did not expect this very negative response, but I will tell you that they are no fonder of you than you are of them. I believe that the Blades want to defeat Alduin. Do you not as well want to defeat him?
What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
Therefore you will not offer your assistance in this matter?
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom.
What?
Dragonborn? Wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
Well, I thank Master Einarth for being the voice of reason. So, therefore, you are willing to teach me this shout, whatever it is?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice.
All right. So if it holds no place in the way of the voice, then it must be a very bad shout. One that is very harmful, perhaps to more than just Alduin. What is so bad about this Dragon Rend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
I see. That is a heavy thought. I have felt the words of power becoming more of who I am. That's why I use the words of power so very little. I shout so very little. But in the end, it seems to me that our only path is towards the defeat of Alduin. If the shout is lost, how can I defeat him?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Why have I not met Paarthurnax yet? Why is he not here among you?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Tell me more about him.
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Then I must proceed to the top of the mountain, I take it. How?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
I'm going to have her put her cloak back on. And dressed and warmed, we will follow. This is a very solemn procession. I must admit, Guardian Angel, I feel a touch nervous. I just felt very strongly that I wished I was on my airship, my new way to travel, and not going to see something, who knows what. I await your instructions. Ah, he is here. Oh, here's the shout. Oh, that fire is so warm. Why do I feel such a sense of foreboding? Well, I suppose it's best to start now. Oh. I hear the shout in my head. It is so loud. Clear skies. And this is
grant you my understanding of
summer.
Clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit. Use clear skies to open the way to Paarthurnax.
I will not go without my companions. Inigo! Jorin! Let's call them to us now. Summon good old Inigo, and there he is. And then we will summon Joran. Plug your ears. This whistle is loud. Told ya. It's a very loud whistle. And that will bring Joran right to our side, and he will now follow us. Perfect. Well, Inigo, it seems that we have a perilous journey once again ahead of us to speak to someone, another graybeard, who lives in seclusion at the top of the mountain. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help. Come, Inigo. And we will leave it here, with Mala looking back on where she's come, her two companions, as always, by her side. I know that there are people who play the lone wolf of Skyrim and, for example, an assassin, but Joran and Inigo have become so essential to this playthrough that I could not imagine playing without them, no matter how many times Joran sticks his nose up Mala's backside, or no matter how many times Inigo, just talks right through whatever Mala's trying to say. It doesn't matter. They are just really a core part of this experience. And in the next episode, we will head up to see this final graybeard, the master of the graybeards, in the next episode. I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure and hit that thumbs up button below. And if you loved what you saw, join the party, the ever-growing party, and subscribe. As always, and as I said, thanks so much for watching. Commenting with Google Plus sucks, but commenting with Reddit is awesome. So head on over to Reddit and leave a comment on this video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.